Okay, lovely people. So today, I actually noticed there's a little bit of a similarity in between two of the courses I'm doing. So one is continue on with the Limitless by Jim Quick, so the Limitless book, and he's talking a lot about mindset models. And that actually also was parallel with another course I'm doing called The Habit of Ferocity by Stephen Kotler. So basically what we're talking about is the negative self-talk again. So what actually happens is when you have negative self-talk, this could be, I can't do it, I'm not smart enough, I'm not strong enough to do X, Y, and Z. It actually shrinks your brain to fit reality. So what you need to do is you need to reprogram your computer to kill these ants, automatic negative thoughts. So what we're doing here is we're thinking of success as an inside-out process, so you need to see it first before that you can actually make it a reality. So if you think that anything that has been created, it might be like the breaking the 4-minute mile, breaking marathon records, it was all born in somebody's mind first. They visualized the process first. So if when we give into our ants, our automatic negative thoughts, then what you're actually doing is you're restricting your ability to create something awesome for yourself. So one thing we want to do is we want to shake up a belief of what is possible. So by imagining it first. And you can do this by a self-editing process. So for example, if you're always like, oh, I'm terrible at remembering names, so that would be a negative self-thought. So what you want to do is you want to just change that, edit it so slightly. It might even just be something like, I'm not good at learning names yet. And that just opens up your brain a tiny, tiny bit to a possibility that there's something more can be done, rather than just shutting down, oh, that's it, we don't learn good names very, very well. So you want to kind of do that. Now, if you want to go one step further, you can go the opposite and you can do what's called an affirmation, as in, oh my goodness, I'm great at learning names. So how you talk to yourself, because your mind is always eavesdropping on your thoughts. So whenever you're saying things, and you might think that you're saying them jokingly, oh no, I can't run fast, da, da, da. But even when you're saying it jokingly, it's becoming a belief in your brain. So what we want to do is to activate our super brains is we want to get rid of those automatic negative thoughts. So what this happened in with the habit of ferocity then is what's called the 4% rule. So if you want to achieve something, instead of thinking, okay, I want to run a marathon, I'm just going to start running for 30 minutes straight away. So the 4% is, so you might run 1 mile today, and then once the 1 mile gets easier, you increase that by 4% and 4% and 4%. So you're always pushing yourself that little bit, and seems to be that 4% is the magic percentage at the moment for pushing yourself but not exhausting yourself. So whether it's whether you've got some study to do today and you've done 30 minutes, and then tomorrow you might push yourself just 4% more. So it might just be adding on a couple of more minutes into that. And then when you get used to that, add a couple more minutes on, a couple more minutes on, a couple more minutes on. And this is actually what we found we're doing here, is that I started off with these two courses and I was doing them simultaneously, and now I've added in Jim Quick's other lessons as well. So I've kind of got 3 things, because the 2 things felt normal to me, so I was able to push on to add something else in. So I'm just extending the amount of learning that my brain can cope with in a day. So get rid of those negative beliefs, get rid of your self-talk, because your mind is always eavesdropping. So you want to make sure that anything you're thinking about yourself is positive, because that's going to activate your super brain. So we want to activate our super brain, not deactivate. And remember, stop shrinking your brain to think what's possible now. Nothing that was created, no iPhones, iMacs, anything was created by looking at what reality was now. You always need to look that little bit further of what reality could be, and that starts in your mind. Okay, have a great day.